Paul said it because he felt in the Christ consciousness, he felt and knew truth, just as Jesus said. He who heareth my voice, in the great cosmic vibration, is Christ consciousness, because it's the intelligence of God. Those who hear that voice and stay in it, they know truth, and only they know truth. Now, the ancient scriptures of India teach that every human being is created by God from his eternal substance and is a soul which has eternal consciousness and blissful consciousness. The ancient scriptures of India have kept this alive for centuries, and it has been handed down through the various systems which have come from India. And so, if you want to know truth, follow the teachings which have been handed down throughout the ages, because they do not change. The ordinary worldly knowledge changes according to conditions. But as Jesus said before Abraham was, I am, he's referring to truth, which is Christ consciousness. That was the same, think of it, that was the same in the time that the Bhagavad Gita was written, 1500 BC. It's the same in Abraham's time. It's the same in Jesus' time. It's the same right now in you and in me. Because that could not change. God could not change. The dream changes. If we look back even 50 years, boy, things have changed, haven't they? But if we meditated at that same time, 50 years ago, we would feel the same Christ consciousness within, because truth does not change. Truth is eternal. Let us realize that. And so underlying this outward consciousness, realize that each and every one of us is created a human being, made from the eternal substance of God, in which is that unchanging part, the soul, which is ever conscious and ever blissful. That's the truth about our existence. That's not theory, that's reality. And the Bhagavad Gita has said it, pointed it out most beautifully in the second discourse. The second discourse, the 20th to the 23rd line, in which it says, speaking about the underlying truth of our existence, that consciousness in us which does not change. It says as follows, he is not born, nor doth he die. How can we, made in the image of God, made from his eternal substance, ever die? What dies is the personality. What dies is the outward consciousness of the dream. But underneath that is a consciousness that never was born, because it is of God, and never will die if we can but know it and keep the continuity of that consciousness. And so it says, going on, nor having been, ceaseth he any more to be, unborn, perpetual, eternal, and ancient. He perishes not in the perishable body. This body we know must be given up. But let us know truth, which says within each and every one of us is a consciousness that does not perish, does not change, because the presence of God is in us and is our own consciousness. His power is in us, is our own power. His love is in us, is our own love. And so going on as a man, casting off worn-out garments, takes new ones, so the dweller in the body, casting off worn-out bodies, entereth into others that are new. Weapons cleave him not, fire burneth not our soul, nor waters wet us. Indeed, neither can be wetted or dried, all pervasive, stable, immovable, ancient, unmanifest, he is called. Therefore, knowing Him as that, knowing your soul within, knowing truth, we should never grieve. We should never feel disturbed, because that consciousness is eternal. And so, the great ones of India have kept alive the ways and the means to know this truth. That we must admit, because all who have followed the techniques which have been given by our beloved Master through Self-Realization Fellowship have contacted truth within as the holy vibration and the Holy Ghost. I say all those who have followed sincerely have found this underlying truth which does not pass away. In Psalms, the 82nd Psalm, 6th verse, we read these wonderful words, and let us not forget them. I have said, ye are gods, all of you, not a few, not a favored few, all of you are children of the Most High. Now, isn't that wonderful? And Patanjali Yoga, Patanjali was the father of yoga, that's all. Patanjali Yoga gives us the ways and the means to prove this thing and to know that each and every one of us is a child of God, children of the Most High. These are facts. And self-realization